Strong foundation, so important, especially around here.
Yeah.
And so looking back at Harvey, it did make landfall officially 9 years ago yesterday. And that was a day that changed the Rockport-Fulton area for good, essentially. Every hurricane does, especially when it's Cat 4. That means sustained winds were about 130 miles per hour at landfall, but gusts were stronger than that. When we're talking Cat 4, we could see sustained winds all the way up to 156 miles per hour, and your gusts are going to be even stronger. And those Cat 4 winds were anywhere from Port Aransas through Rockport, and then up into portions of Refugio County as well. Refugio also hit hard with Category 3 winds, and then Sinton and Corpus Christi getting Category 1 wind speeds. So this was quite the range of destructive winds from the system. And then, of course, most of the rainfall then went toward Houston, as we know today. So pretty crazy tropical system that hit 9 years ago. As far as today goes, everything is calm. We're looking forward to that full moon and the partial lunar eclipse tomorrow. 84 degrees on this Wednesday. Right now, we will see those temperatures falling into the 70s with a lighter breeze. It's already 9 miles per hour, y'all. Overnight, 76, a little bit more muggy than the last. And remember, this time tomorrow, we're not going to see the full moon because we will be dealing with that partial eclipse. As we look ahead to tomorrow, still really hot, still mostly clear, but some rain does start to move in as we look ahead to your Thursday evening. So Thursday morning, clear commute. As we get into Thursday afternoon, everyone is hot and mostly sunny. Then we see some storms move in, mostly along that Highway 59 corridor, so from Beeville to George West to Freer. I don't see the storms making it much further south than that because, well, we're going to lose the sunlight by that time. As we get into Friday, we're going to see the wind shift. Watch those little arrows turn with the help of the sea breeze. That'll then allow for a few pop-up storms to develop. Most of that activity, now some activity could start closer to the coast, but most of the activity, Highway 77 and inland. Temperatures may briefly be a little bit cooler for those that see a pop-up storm, especially there on your Friday. But when it comes to our heat risk, we are going to be dealing with pretty extreme heat risk, mostly for areas inland as we look ahead to tomorrow. So even Corpus Christi, especially inland areas closer to Flower Bluff or closer to water, you may still be in this moderate range on our wet bulb globe temperature forecast, but Corpus Christi will likely hit that high risk tomorrow, and the best times for that are going to be right around noon to 2 p.m. So noon to 2 p.m., we're going to see pretty high heat risk pretty much across the coastal bend. Now, our moisture is at its highest here on Friday. We'll see some waves of moisture rolling in with the sea breeze over the weekend, but Friday looks like our best chance of rain. As we look at the bigger picture, we're going to see a weakness. I mentioned this earlier in our 5 and 6 o'clock newscast that there's a bit of a weakness in our highs. That may allow for a weak little trough to try to form just to our south, and high pressure over the southeast then will help bring up more moisture possibly as we look ahead to Labor Day weekend. Now, it's too far out to give an exact forecast, but that also coincides with the first week of dove season around here in South Texas, and so rain somehow tends to fall that weekend. Our long-range forecast does show that pattern shift, which could open the door for some rain, but we're not talking soaking rain. We're still talking spotty showers at best at this point. 6 to 10 day precip outlook, not looking great, but at least it's not tan. So we have an equal chance of rainfall as we kick off September. Now, heat, that's still pretty much a guarantee. We're not at the maroon level, but we're still talking 75 to 85% chance of above normal temperatures here in South Texas as we kick off Sweat-tember is what I like to call it. In your 7-day forecast, we'll see temperatures staying right there. Likely just below 100. Is 100 possible? Yes. 100 still likely for the Brush Country, but we see our best shot of rain, it looks like, on Friday, which still is a very low shot of rain at just 20% chance. Pop-up storms, mostly inland.
Have to bring our term back, the lottery showers.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
someone won a scratch off.
That's right, Ingleside. Maybe that person will get to see showers, but hopefully we get to cash in on a little bit of precipitation